In 1998, in a quiet neighborhood in California, Susan Wojcicki made a simple decision that would unknowingly change the course of the internet forever. She rented out her garage to two unknown PhD students who were struggling to build a search engine. Those two students were Larry Page and Sergey Brin, and that small garage would soon become the birthplace of Google, one of the most powerful companies in human history. At that moment, Susan was not a billionaire, not a CEO, just an ordinary woman making a practical decision to help pay her mortgage. But what makes this story extraordinary is not just that she witnessed the birth of Google. It is that she saw something others did not. She believed in the potential of this idea early on, and instead of staying on the sidelines, she made a bold move that would place her at the center of the tech revolution that was about to reshape the world. After witnessing the early growth of Google, Susan Wojcicki made a bold and risky decision. She joined the company as one of its very first employees, becoming employee number 16 at a time when Google was still an uncertain startup with no guarantee of success. But Susan quickly proved she was not just another early hire. She became the mastermind behind one of the most important business models in internet history. She led the creation of AdSense, a system that allowed websites all over the world to earn money by displaying targeted ads. And at the same time, it turned Google into a money-making machine, generating billions of dollars and redefining how the internet would function forever. While others saw ads as annoying distractions, Susan saw an ecosystem, a way to connect businesses, creators, and users into one powerful network. And this single idea did not just grow Google. It built the foundation for the modern creator economy that millions of people rely on today, including every YouTuber trying to turn views into income. As online video began to explode in the mid-2000s, Susan Wojcicki noticed a small but rapidly growing platform where people were uploading and sharing videos like never before. That platform was YouTube. At the time, many people inside Google were skeptical. They questioned whether user-generated video content could ever become a real business. But Susan saw something much bigger. She saw the future of media, a world where anyone could become a creator and reach millions of people without needing a television network. She pushed strongly for Google to acquire YouTube, even though the price tag of one. $65 billion seemed insanely high for a company that had almost no revenue. It was a massive risk, a gamble that could have easily failed. But Susan believed that attention was the most valuable currency on the internet, and YouTube was capturing it faster than anyone else. In 2006, Google made the decision to buy YouTube, a move that many critics called one of the most overpriced acquisitions in tech history. But in reality, it would become one of the smartest decisions ever made, setting the stage for a platform that would eventually dominate global entertainment and give rise to an entirely new generation of creators. In 2014, Susan Wojcicki officially became the CEO of YouTube, and at that moment, the platform was already big, but far from the global powerhouse it would soon become. Susan stepped into the role with a clear vision. She did not just want YouTube to be a place for viral videos. She wanted it to become the center of the entire creator economy under her leadership. YouTube introduced monetization systems that allowed creators to earn real money, expanded globally into dozens of countries, and evolved into a platform where individuals could build careers, businesses, and even global influence. She pushed for innovations like YouTube Partner Program, subscriptions, and better tools for creators, turning ordinary people into millionaires and redefining what it meant to be a media company in the digital age. While traditional television slowly declined, YouTube exploded, becoming the go-to platform for entertainment, education, and culture. And behind all of that growth was Susan's quiet but powerful leadership. She was not the loudest voice in tech, but she was one of the most impactful, shaping how billions of people consume content every single day. As YouTube continued to grow into a global giant, the pressure on Susan Wojcicki became more intense than ever. She was no longer just building a platform. She was managing one of the most influential systems of information, entertainment, and culture in the world. Every decision she made was scrutinized, from content moderation and misinformation to demonetization policies that affected millions of creators. Critics argued that YouTube had too much power, while creators often felt caught between algorithms and unpredictable rules. Susan found herself balancing impossible expectations, trying to protect users, support creators, and satisfy advertisers all at the same time. And after nearly a decade as CEO, in 2023, she made a surprising decision. She stepped down from her role, choosing to focus on family, health, and personal projects, marking the end of an era for YouTube. But even as she walked away, her impact remained undeniable. She had transformed YouTube from a risky acquisition into a multi-billion-dollar empire, and more importantly, she helped create a world where anyone with a camera and an idea could change their life forever. The story of Susan Wojcicki is not just about a CEO or a tech company. It is about how one decision, renting out a garage, can ripple across decades and reshape the entire digital world, from helping launch Google to turning YouTube into a global empire. Her journey proves that influence does not always come from the spotlight. Sometimes it comes from seeing the future before anyone else does and having the courage to act on it. Today, billions of people watch, create, and live on YouTube, and behind that reality is a woman most people rarely talk about. So the next time you open YouTube, remember this. The platform that can change your life exists because someone believed in something small before the world did. And maybe the next big story could be yours.